and gentlemen, to clean house. We're here to clean house.
In today's video, I'm going to help guide you and give you a strategy that I use every single day to map out my charts and try to find the low or the high and be able to buy or short the stock. At the end of the day, we all want to be like this guy and make millions of dollars. And it's just the truth. You don't need a fancy setup like this, and you don't need to have a huge monitor like this and monitoring all of these different indicators, because this is what your portfolio can look like even with all of those indicators. So today I'm going to try to show you what I use every week to help me have more success and improve my accuracy, whether it's scalping or just trying to swing trade for the week. Alright, so now that you're this far into the video, let's break it down. I like to use a 4-step method. I like to look at the 6-month, the 3-month, the 1-month, and then the 5-day, which is my indicator whether I'm going to be buying or selling short at support and resistance. So what you need to do is we're going to use NVIDIA as an example. So we have NVIDIA stock up right now, and I have the 6-month chart up. What I like to do is I like to look for support and resistance. And notice on my chart, I don't have any indicators. I don't have RSI. The only thing I have is volume. Because as you trade more, you start to just understand how certain stocks move. And you kind of get a feel whether they're going to go up or down or they have support, just by seeing how they move. So the first thing I do is I map out the 6-month chart. And if we couldn't see all this, we would just map this out like that. So if you're looking at this chart, I draw resistance on the 6-month chart and support. And I just basic draw my levels. Where is the low? Where is the high? So right now we have this trading zone. Where did I come up with this zone? The reason is because if you zoom in here, you can see that NVIDIA was having trouble getting past this 400 level. So what I start to do from the 6-month is I quickly just draw the resistance, because NVIDIA went all the way up from 300 to 400, couldn't get past this level, and then broke through it here. Once it breaks through that level of 400, which was clear resistance right here, and now that it broke through, I want to see what happens at the 400 level. So as we go further down, we can see that there is support. So looking at right here, we see support, all in this 400 area. And it's not perfect, but it's anywhere from this wick right here at 396 all the way up until 407. Now you know that NVIDIA had resistance here, broke through, had support, and now what is it going to do the next time it gets there, right? So we are up here at 480 now. And as we keep going back down, you can start to map out the levels. So we were just calling out this resistance to support, and it went all the way up to 480, and it come crashing back down. And where does it bounce? Right at the 400 level. Why is it bouncing there? It's bouncing here because traders like you and I will look at previous 6 months to 1 year out and look for areas of resistance, which was clearly right here, and right here. And then you had a nice support area right here. So the next time NVIDIA comes down, it tests the 400 level. And yes, it's not perfect, but at 403 is pretty close to this level right here at 402 and then 404. So this gives you better opportunities to get swing trades. Now you look at it and you say, okay, well, that's a 6-month chart. How does this help me now? The way it helps you now is you have the 6-month, you just drew out 2 levels. You drew up the resistance, the support, and now you go from the 6-month to the 3-month to get a better look at it and see how the movement of the stock is doing whenever it goes near these ranges. And this will validate your ranges by seeing how they react. Look how NVIDIA acted at 520. It just died from there. because you can see this weak candle here where there's no buyers. All sellers were from this area, 506 up to 519. So now on the 1 month chart, we'll just get a quick validation, move to the 5-day now. Now when you go to the 5-day, you really get an idea on the movement. This is where you draw your next horizontal line to get your support. And you look at the 5-day, because if you were to just look not at the 5-day and the 1 month, it's very difficult to see where there was support and resistance. But when you go to the 5-day, just the weekly chart, you can clearly see that right here is support. Because this was resistance right here. Let me show you. Right here in this area was resistance at 450, which is a psychological level, 450. And then notice how this was resistance and it broke through. And then right here in this area is all support. Right here, support at 450, psychological support, again at 454, again at 455, again at 455, and then again right here at 452. So what do you think is going to happen the next time it gets there? It's most likely going to retest this 450. And that's exactly what happened. You can see it right here at 450. So when you're trading and you're looking at the 5-day, you can clearly see, even if you didn't see up to here and you were looking at NVIDIA at, let's say, 470, you can see here that there was support, there was resistance, it broke through, support at the 450. The next time it comes down, it's not too bad of an entry to try to make a move around the 450 level with a stop below 450. And the reason you're doing that is because you can see that there was breakthrough and support. So that's one way to look and see where are the levels. Now let's use QQQ for an example. We'll look at QQQ on the 6-month chart. And what we'll do is we'll draw the high. And then what we'll do is we will look for areas of support. Where do you see support? I can see it right now. I see support right here. Why am I picking this out? The reason I'm picking this out is when you look at your 6-month, you're looking for areas of consolidation. You can see in this area there is resistance, which I'm going to map out for you on the 6-month chart. So right here is resistance. QQQ is struggling to break 355 right here. So you can zoom in and see it. It struggled here at 355, failed, retest, and then broke through. The next time it breaks through and goes to 355 or 358, which is literally 2 to 3 points above, which you can see right here, that would be your next stab. Oh, hold on, let me get rid of that one. You would look right here as the retest. So you have the resistance. It breaks resistance again, doesn't break through for a few days, then breaks through. The next time QQQ went up to 372, comes back down to 357, 358, it bounces. And then what do you think is going to happen the next time it gets there? Let's keep going. Look at that. Another bounce at 354. So just by using these levels, you can see that there is clear support, resistance, retest the level, bounced, retest the same level, 355, bounced. So now, what do you think is going to happen when QQQ comes back down here again? It could potentially support and bounce. But if it doesn't, you have a clear entry and exit. If you're going to exit and enter the position at 355, 356, if it sells off below it, just get out of the position, take the loss. But now your risk versus reward is much less. You buy at 355, you cut the loss at 353, or you cut your loss at below 354.7. We'll look at one more stock just really quick to compare it. Let's look at Tesla. We'll go to Tesla on the 6-month chart. You draw your level at the 299, and then you draw your level here. Why am I drawing it here? Because look, if you look at this part right here on the rectangle, there's resistance right here. There is right here was potentially resistance, because look, it's consolidating and then it bounces. But look at this candle right here. Right at that 212. This 212 was resistance before. 208 to 212 was resistance. Then it broke, it consolidated and bounced off the 212, went up to all the way up to 299. And look where it's headed. Right back to 212. So the whole point of this video is you can look at the 6-month chart, zoom in on where's the resistance. It is clear as day looking at all of these tops. Look right here, resistance at 212, 217, drop down. Resistance right here, resistance right here, resistance here, and more resistance here. Didn't quite get up here, but it was close, 207 to 212. Broke through finally, and then it sold all the way up from 300 back down to 212. And look at the candle. I'm not using RSI or anything. Look at the green volume bar on this. The green volume bar is monstrous. Why? Because everybody's looking at this chart saying, where's the bounce? Boom, 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 and there. Those 4 spots show you where to trade from. Now you want to get intraday levels, go to the 1 month. Same thing. Chart out your resistance. Tesla's struggling. It can't break this level. Look where the stock is. Look where it's struggling. It's clearly struggling right here. This area, and now potentially again, it's coming into this zone of 240. If it can't break this, where's its next support? I'm going to move this down right here. And I'll keep that one up just so you guys can see it. So now you have this zone to play in. And this is on the 1 month. But you can clearly see that there were levels of support. Looking right here, it was support. It didn't break and bounced. Now you zoom in again on the 5-day and you get even a more intra-swing position of here to here, where it's just playing in this area. And these are your stops. So when you're thinking about trading Tesla, you don't want to buy it at 238. You want to wait. Wait until it comes down here. Or wait it comes until 240s, because then you know you can either short it or go long if it can break this high of 244. So by using the 6 month to chart it out, you can chart out the zone on the 6 month. Or once you get the 6 month zones, then go to the 3 month to really get a zoomed in view on the range. This is the range is trading. You don't want to be a buyer in these areas. You can't even see where it's going to go. Is it go up or down? Take the guessing out of it. If you wait for these levels and be very patient, you can zoom in with your 6 month, 3 month, 1 month, and look, you still have all the levels. And now you can see whether you're at the bottom or the top, and you know where your stop loss is. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. That's what I got for you in today's video. If you feel like you learned something, please like and subscribe. And check out my videos. I have my most popular videos. I have playlists where it goes to my trading P&L, my Fidelity crypto portfolio, my videos on Fidelity Active Trader Pro, different trading strategies, long-term investments, penny stocks that I'm interested in, and then current positions and investing ideas. So subscribe to the channel and hit that thumbs up. And if you feel like you learned something, please comment in the section below.